Dear students, welcome to the today's online class. So we are in the topic of increasing and decreasing functions. So today we are going to solve some more problems on that topic. So today's first problem is, at what point by the slope of the curve, suppose it is curve y is equals to x cube by 6 minus 3x square by 2 plus 11x by 2 plus 12 is increasing. Okay, so we have to find that. So let us see the solution of it. The given function or curve equation is, what you are given, y is equals to x cube by 6 minus 3x square by 2 plus 11x by 2 plus 12 here given. Now first I am finding the derivative of the above curve equation with respect to x on both sides. So I would get what a dy by dx, so that I could get what a 3x square in the numerator, by 6 is the constant. So here also 3 by 2 is the constant term, and x square derivative is what now, 2x plus 11 by 2 is the constant term, x derivative is what now, 1 plus 12 derivative is what now, 0. So what I get, a 3 1 the 3 2 the x square by 2 minus 2 2 gets cancelled, 3x plus 11 by 2 we got. So what is our LCM here? 2 is our LCM, x square minus 6x plus 11 we got. So derivative of the above curve equation, we got this equation. It is none other than the slope of the curve equation, isn't it? That implies the slope of the given curve is, the slope of the given curve is m is equals to, at any point p of x comma y, it is what, a dy by dx. That implies m is equals to, what we got, dy by dx is equals to what, x square minus 6x plus 11 by 2. So what he is asking in the problem, thus discussing about what, not the curve, the slope is increasing. Slope is increasing means what it is, we have to find the derivative of this function. Now this is our function first. So what is our function? M is in terms of x, this must be increased. So I am finding this derivative with respect to x on both sides. So what I would get, a dm by dx is equals to 1 by 2 is the constant term. So x square derivative is what now, 2x minus, and 6 into x derivative is what now, 1 plus 11 derivative is what now, 0. So that what I could get, a 2 is a common from the bracket. So 2 by 2 into what now, x minus 3 we got. So that I got a dm by dx. This is what the slope of the, slopes derivative. It is what now, the curve equation slopes derivative, I got it is what now, x minus 3. When ever m is increasing, dm by dx must greater than 0, isn't it or not? That implies x minus 3 must greater than 0 for the given condition. Therefore when this relation would satisfy x minus 3 must greater than 0, so the x value, if it is lesser than the 3 value, so it would be negative, so that it must have greater than 0, so that this x value must and should greater than 0. So the required interval is, therefore the required interval is, x is belonging to where, open interval 3 to infinite. 3 to infinite. On this interval, if you have chosen any point regarding this interval, it will satisfy this relation, so that the m must increasing. So what is m? The slope of the curve would increase, so that whenever the slope of the curve should increase, then x must lie on this interval. X is belonging to 3 to infinite. Next problem, we have to show that the function f of x is equals, you had given that x by 1 plus x into log of 1 plus x you had given. This is our function, and this function is decreasing on this interval 0 to infinite. We have to show that. So according to the definition of the decreasing function, we have to show the derivative of this function must lesser than 0 in this interval. So let us find the first derivative of the above given function. So in the solution, the given function is, what is our function? F of x is equals to x by 1 plus x into log of 1 plus x he had given. Okay, 1 plus x by log of 1 plus x he had given. So the function is in the form of what? U by v method. So observe the derivative clearly, derivating the above function with respect to x on both sides, so that I would get what? F dash of x. So what is our f dash of x? This will, so in the denominator v square you would get. So two terms we have. V square means what is square to this function and square to this function. So 1 plus x whole square into log of 1 plus x whole square. Okay, so this is what now? V square. Now in the numerator, v is remains same, means what it is? 1 plus x into log of 1 plus x remains same. Now derivative of the u function, x derivative is what now? 1 minus u remains same now. Now derivative of the v, it is in the u into v form. What is this form? U into v form. So u into v form means what? U remains same now, and this is v. V derivative is, or log x derivative is what? 1 by x. In place of x we have what? 1 plus x. Okay, now plus log of 1 plus x remains same into what? Into what? X derivative, sorry, 1 plus x derivative is what now? 0 plus 1. Clear? Are you follow? Now what we are getting? 1 plus x into log of 1 plus x. Now minus, so this 1 plus x is cancels with this 1 plus x, remains what? 1 only. So x into 1 plus log of 1 plus x into 0 plus 1 means what it is? Into 1. So remains only log of 1 plus x1. Log of 1 plus x. Are you follow? By what? 1 plus x whole square into log of 1 plus x whole square it is. Are you follow? Now what we are getting, just we observe. Clear? So now 1 plus x into log of 1 plus x. Now minus x. Now again minus x into log of 1 plus x we got. By what? 1 plus x whole square into log of 1 plus x whole square it is. So from these two function log of 1 plus x is common. So what I would get? So if I take log of 1 plus x is common from the first and last term in the numerator, I would get what? 1 plus x here, and here what? I would get what? Minus x. Are you following or not? Yes, it is. So again I would get what? Minus x is here. Are you follow? Clear? Now 1 plus x whole square into log of 1 plus x whole square it is. Now what I would get? X and minus x would get cancel. So in the numerator what I would get? Log of 1 plus x minus x by 1 plus x whole square into log of 1 plus x whole square it is. So it is our what now? F dash of x. Now we have to find it is greater than 0 value or lesser than the 0 value in this interval. Now you observe that the denominator is positive. Why? Because it is square term, it is also square term. So the denominator is positive now. So once you observe that the numerator in this interval, so log of 1 plus x minus x term, about this term we have to observe whether it is lesser than the 0 value or greater than 0 value. We have to observe it is always lesser than 0 value. Why? Because log of 1 plus x value is 100% lesser than the x value, isn't it or not? So that the numerator is lesser than the value means what it is? Numerator is negative value and the denominator is positive value. Negative by positive is always what now? Negative, lesser than 0. That implies what we got? F dash of x is less than 0. So when we go to in x is belonging to 0 to infinite, okay, that implies therefore what we can give the conclusion? Therefore the given function is decreasing on 0 to infinite. This we got. Now the third problem. Find the intervals in which the function f of x is equals to x cube minus 3x square plus 4 is strictly increasing for all x belongs to R. We have to check it now. So such type of function not as similar, but the as same x cube minus 3x square we done. On that function we had found the decreasing interval and the increasing interval. So now about the function change is there with some plus 4 is there, means what it is? F of x, what he had given? X cube minus 3x square plus 4 he had given. Now we have to find the interval that which this function is strictly increasing, okay. So we have to find that interval. Now in the solution, the given function is f of x is equals to what he had given? X cube minus 3x square plus 4 he had given, okay. Now I am derivating the given function with respect to x on both sides, so that I would get what? F dash of x is equals to 3x square minus 3 into x cube derivative is what? 3x square. 3 is a constant term. X square derivative is what now? 2x plus 4 derivative is what now? 0. So that f dash of x I got here 3x square minus 6x. So that f dash of x is equals to, so 3x is a common term from each, x minus 2 we has, okay. So this is our f dash of x. Whenever the function is strictly increasing. That implies f dash of x must greater than 0. Okay, as we the data given in the problem is strictly increasing. The function is what now? Strictly increasing for all x belonging to real number system R. Okay, that what he had given. So now what is our f dash of x? 3x into x minus 2 must greater than 0. So that implies x into x minus 2 must greater than 0. So there is no question of lesser than 0 value, f dash of x less than 0. Why? Because the question he had asked about what only in the case of strictly increasing only, so that we had taken only greater than. As per the strictly increasing condition, f dash of x must greater than 0, so that we had this relation x into x minus 2 is greater than 0. So as we discussed the same case in the yesterday's class, what the interval we got, just look over. Now we will arise two cases. Whenever the two productives are greater than 0, we will have two cases. The first case is what now? X is positive and x minus 2 is positive, means what it is? Positive into positive is what now? Greater than 0. So let us check in this case first. X greater than 0 means what it is? The function is lie in between 0 to infinite it is. So as we done yesterday, the same case here also. So this black dotted points shows what now? The x greater than 0 values. Okay, are you follow? So these are all the black dotted points will show the relation first. Okay, now next what here given? X minus 2 is greater than 0. So this x must be after 2 value, means what it is? Greater than 2 value. If you substituted any greater than 2 value in x minus 2, you need to get it what? Positive. If suppose we had substituted 2.01 as it is, 2.01 minus 2 means what it is? 0.1 positive, like that only. So to satisfy this relation, so we had proved this black dotted line shows this relation, and x minus 2 is greater than 0 shows this relation. So the green up to here. Okay, so this total arrangement will shows the second relation, x minus 2 is greater than 0. So what is our intersection point in this case? That implies in case 1 x is belonging to 2 to infinite. In this case, then f of x is strictly increasing on x is belonging to 2 to infinite. Now observe the case 2. So to satisfy this relation, x into x minus 2 is greater than 0. Now the case 2. Then if suppose the product of two negative values is what? Greater than 0. So x is negative now, lesser than 0, and x minus 2 is also negative now, it is also lesser than 0. So in this case also the f dash of x must and should greater than 0. What is our f dash of x? This is our f dash of x. Okay, now let us check the second case as we done in our previous class. Okay, now so x is less than 0 means what it is? From 0 to minus infinite. In this case the x value must and should lesser than 0. So all these real numbers are satisfy x less than 0, the black dotted lines. Okay, now x minus 2 is lesser than 0. X minus 2 is lesser than 0 means what it is? What is happening here? Whenever you substituted lesser than two values in this equation, means what it is 1.99999. So that what you are getting 1.999 minus 2 means what it is negative value, lesser than 0 will satisfy. So before 2 to minus infinite, all these values are shows the relation of what x minus 2 lesser than 0 value. That implies what is our intersection point is there for the case 2, x is belonging to from where to where 0 to minus infinite 0 to, it can be shown as like this, minus infinite to 0, minus infinite to 0 it is. So therefore what we can make the conclusion here, then f of x is strictly increasing on x is belonging to minus infinite to 0 in these two intervals. In these two intervals, x must given f of x is strictly increasing. The next problem, fourth problem. What is our fourth problem? Let f of x is equals to what you are given, sin x minus cos x be defined in which interval? 0 to 2 pi. Now we have to determine the intervals in which f of x is strictly decreasing and strictly increasing, and we have to choose the intervals in between 0 to 2 pi where the function is strictly decreasing and where the function is strictly increasing. We have to check now. Now for that, the given function is f of x is equals to sin x minus cos x, sin x minus cos x here given. Now I am finding its derivative, means what is derivating with respect to x on both side. I would get what f dash of x is equals to what I would get sin x derivative is what now cos x minus cos x derivative is what now minus sin x. So therefore f dash of x I got it is as cos x plus sin x. Are you follow? Now to observe the f dash of x value is positive or negative, I will apply some simplification method to this equation. That it implies I will multiply this equation by root 2 and divide it by root 2, means what is it can be written as what sin x plus cos x by root 2. Are you follow? Now it can be written as what root 2 into sin x into 1 by root 2 plus cos x into 1 by root 2. Are you follow? Now it can be written as what root 2 into sin x into, it can be written as what cos pi by 4. You follow? Cos 45 is what now 1 by root 2 plus cos x into, I can write it as what sin pi by 4. Sin pi by 4 is also what now 1 by root 2. So now it is what now root 2 into, it is in the form of sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Sin of a plus b means what is, it can be written as what sin of x plus pi by 4 it is. This is what is our f dash of x we has. Now let we are taking the x is in a third quadrant, means what is 0 is less than x less than 3 pi by 4. Then I could find this x plus pi by 4 is what there. So I would get this equation on simplifying this what 0 plus pi by 4. I am adding pi by 4 to each side. X plus pi by 4 is less than 3 pi by 4 plus pi by 4 it is. Okay, so now what is it? Pi by 4 is less than x plus pi by 4 is less than, what is it? 4 is the LCM. 3 pi plus 5 means what it is? 4 pi. So pi by 4 is less than x plus pi by 4 is less than, what is it? Pi. So whenever x is lying in this interval, x plus pi by 4 lies in this interval. So our domain is what now? 0 to 2 pi. So that we can take x is in this interval. So that x plus pi by 4 is always what here? In between pi by 4 to pi, the sign function is always what there? Positive. For x plus pi by 4 value, when you are substituting in between pi by 4 to pi, all sign functions are what now? Positive. Means what? In this interval, sin of x plus pi by 4 is what now? Positive. Into root 2 is also what now? Positive. Therefore that implies what we are getting? Sin of x plus pi by 4 is what now? Positive, greater than 0. Therefore f dash of x is equals to root 2 into sin of x plus pi by 4 is what now? Positive. Means what it is? Greater than 0. Now according to the strictly increasing function, our f dash of x is greater than 0 on where? Whenever x lies in between this. Therefore f of x is strictly increasing on x is belonging to 0 to 3 pi by 4. So this is one condition we had find. Now similarly, whenever x is belonging to 3 pi by 4 comma 7 pi by 4, the f dash of x must lesser than 0. You have to check it. Okay, so then for the strictly decreasing functions definition, whenever f dash of x is lesser than 0, on that such interval f of x must be strictly decreasing, so that f of x is strictly decreasing on x is belonging to 3 pi by 4 comma 7 pi by 4. So this is the second case we observed. Now the third case, and observe this case. Whenever x is belonging to 7 pi by 4 comma 2 pi, f dash of x is greater than 0. That implies for the strictly increasing conditions, we are getting two intervals in between 0 to 2 pi. Here starts with 0 and ended with 2 pi. So our domain is where to where? 0 to 2 pi is there. So that we had found on that complete interval 0 to 2 pi where the function is strictly increasing and where the function is strictly decreasing. At first case we had observed x is belonging to 0 to 3 pi. In this function, the function is strictly increasing, not only in this function, and x is belonging to where? 7 pi by what? 2 pi. 7 pi by 4 comma 2 pi. In these two intervals f of x is strictly increasing. We had solved in this case. You are going to solve in these two cases. Okay, I had written it directly since because of you to practice it, how we would get f dash of x less than 0 value in this interval and how f dash of x greater than 0 value in this interval. So although we got the final conclusion is that f dash of x is greater than 0 whenever x is in this interval, so that the given function is strictly increasing in this function, and whenever f dash of x is less than 0, the x must be in this interval. So in this interval f of x is strictly decreasing. For strictly increasing we had observed two intervals. For strictly decreasing we are observed one interval. Okay, now the next problem, we have to show that the function is given f of x is equals to what you had given mod x is strictly decreasing on this interval minus infinite to comma 0 and strictly increasing on 0 to infinite. So we will solve this problem by the definition of the mod x function. So by the definition of the mod x function will gives the clarity where the function is increasing and where the function is decreasing there. Okay. So in the solution the given function is f of x is equals to what you had given mod x he had given. Okay, on that the definition of mod x is what now? Mod x is less than 0 whenever it is equivalent to minus x. Whenever x is greater than 0 it is equivalent to plus x. Okay. Now let us we are going to observe this function behavior without using the derivatives now. Okay. So now we are going to take first case. So case 1. Let c is belonging to this case means x is less than 0 belonging to the case x is less than 0, that implies c is belonging to x is less than 0 means what it is minus infinite to 0. In this interval you can take any value here as c and I am going to find out what f of c value, the function value we are going to check it. So whenever you have taken a negative value x is less than 0 from minus infinite to 0 you would get what a minus x. So in place of x I am going to substitute c. So it is what now minus c. So it is what now less than 0 value, isn't it or not? So therefore what we can give the conclusion, f of x is whenever you have chosen a lesser than c value f of c must be lesser than 0, so that f of x is strictly decreasing on x is belonging to minus infinite to 0. This is case 1. So case 2 same similar manner we are going to show it. Let some c dash is belonging to x greater than 0 means what it is, that implies c dash is belonging to where 0 to infinite. Okay, from 0 to infinite if you substitute any c dash value from the given function you would get a positive c here, plus x you are getting, so plus c you are getting, it is what now greater than 0. Are you following or not? So that f of x is strictly increasing on x is belonging to 0 to infinite. So in this interval f of x is strictly decreasing, in this interval f of x is strictly increasing.